Yo. I see my name up in lights. Go hard or go home, no slacking in my sector. Just forget about the fortune, forget about the fame. Speak your truth, and let that be the reason they remember your name. Weight of the world tonight. Can you feel the pressure that builds inside? Can you feel it?
Hey yo, it's Thursday, you know what that means. Welcome to Max Wrestling episode 425. This is your captain speaking, where it's always sunny in Wrexham. And I'm joined as always by Cali's own LFA, Moses Marquez.
Alright, coming up tonight, WWE introduces the World Heavyweight Consolation Prize. Chavo Guerrero, fact, fiction. CM Punk invades Raw because, god damn it, Pepsi Phil. And Mercedes Moné reign finally comes to an end. And is she or is she not on her way to AEW?
We shall see. Before we begin, hit the subscribe button on youtube.com/MaxWrestling. Follow us on SoundCloud, Spotify, wherever you may be listening. And don't forget to visit maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com for all your Max Wrestling needs.
Do it! Now, with that being said, let's get into this week's headline. The consolation prize that looks fucking mighty fine, by the way. I'll just say that. Actually, like the look of it.
I'm on the fence.
I can understand why. The logo kills it. I will tell you that. It fucking kills it. Something fierce.
It's literally the big gold belt with a giant-ass WWE logo slapped in the middle.
And like a smaller version of the big gold belt. So it's like a medium gold belt. You know,
it needs to be taller.
That's what I looked at. I was like, oh, I like that. But I was like, it's
Diddy.
I kept doing this. My wife's like, what? I know, it's like I had to show her the picture, and she's like, oh, that one's really big. And I'm like, that's why it's called the big gold belt.
I think the globe itself in the middle in silver would be okay if the WWE logo was just at the top a little smaller. Yeah,
like we do not. Well, then again, I can't really say, because AEW is the same fucking way. And I said the same thing. We don't need to, we know the company. We understand. We don't need a right on the front of it. But that's everybody's doing it right now. Impact's doing it. You know, the only person that stayed tried and true to their logoing of the belt is New Japan with the IWGP in the front. So,
maybe NWA too.
Yeah. Yeah, because they haven't changed shit. They brought back the classics.
And that heavyweight title is just interchangeable between promotions.
It really is.
Like you mentioned AEW, at least they designed a completely new belt. This is literally the big gold belt, but we're going to put a WWE logo on it.
Yeah.
And it literally looks like it was made on Create a Title.
You say that, and as I'm doing my TikTok thing, because I'm like, you know what? I really want to catch a vibe. So I'm gonna spend a couple days fucking with TikTok. Do you know how many motherfucking videos I've seen of dudes on 2K23 creating that title? You can with ease, mind you, ease, to the point where one dude did it in a fucking speed run. He's like, I bet you I could do it in 6 or 7 minutes, and fucking 6 or 7 minutes. And I was like, oh, I went to dude's YouTube's fucking channel just to watch the shit. So it's like, yeah, but whatever. I mean, the thing that killed me is I was excited for the title debut. I was like, fuck yeah, you know what? Whatever. Yeah. We've been asking for this. But then it was wherever Roman Reigns gets drafted, he's going to stay, and he'll stay the champ. So it's like, hold on, wait a minute. So there's the heavyweight universal champion and then the world heavyweight champion? Or is he now just the universal champion again? So we're fucking up names while he carries 2 belts. Remember this part. 2 belts. And you get this because it's on your brand. Huh.
And it's obviously a Triple H belt because it's the world heavyweight. It's the big gold belt.
But yeah, he couldn't exactly pull the fucking Eric Bischoff and just say, here you go, Jack. I mean, you know what? Maybe he should have. He should have.
But I don't want Cody to win this.
Oh, he's going to.
He's going to, but I don't want him to.
No, he's the first. He's going to be the first. He's going to be.
like we said, it does feel like a consolation prize. If they'd have announced this title after Roman lost his, fine. But everybody's been chasing Roman for what, 2, almost 3 years, and now all of a sudden nobody can beat Roman. So okay, we're going to create a new title.
You fuck nail on the head, baby. Nail on the head. Yeah, no, it's been two almost 3 years, something like that, and it's just well, hey, while you guys are chasing, these guys can now chase Roman since you guys can't, since we're gonna officially do a fucking brand split. Now you guys are fucked. There you go. You guys can win the brand title because that's what it is. I'm the world heavyweight champion because I get to be on television all the time. Well, yeah, because we have a deal with Roman to show up when he fucking wants to. Okay, so this is their way of killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
You know, you get a world champion that you can crown and, oh, hey, look, well, no, it's a new title debut. And then it's at least that champion's on television all the time.
But whoever wins this is going to be like, okay, you're a world champion, but you haven't beat Roman. You couldn't beat Roman, so he still feels more important.
Ta-da. And then there we go. And then it's going to turn into Bruno San Martino, ladies and gentlemen. Or, he's a Bob Backlund. He's not as good as Bruno. He's a Bob Backlund.
He's going to hold that title longer than Matt Hardy's held the Omega Heavyweight Championship, which I don't think even runs anymore, but apparently he's still the champion.
Wait a minute, hold on. When did we find out who was the most obscure hardcore champion of all time?
What was it? The Mid-Atlantic hardcore champion or something?
Something like that. Yeah, Mid-Atlantic sounds... And it was like, what? 1,800 plus
Scott
days.
Steiner?
Scott Steiner, 1,800 plus days. When you get to that, then you can come talk to me, all right?
But I did read somebody made a very good point. This kind of fucks over the whole Cody redemption story by beating Roman next year because in the draft, Roman's obviously going to be number 1 pick.
Duh.
Which means the other brand is obviously going to pick Cody as their number 1 because who else are they going to pick? You're not going to pick Cody as a number 2.
Yeah, Cody's... because the way they want to do it, they want to take the draft seriously now. Because I remember this whole spiel. They were like, "This isn't just for shit to get." Like they have a war room now and all this shit. I don't know if they're gonna keep it. I kind of hope they do. I really kind of do because I'm a big draft follower and all that other shit. But it's like they get all super serious. So then take it serious. Your number 1, your number 2 overall is gonna be Roman and Cody. And then, like, your number 3, your number 4 need to be, like, either the top 2 women or the next 2 top stars. Like a Seth Rollins and, fucking Brock Lesnar.
I mean, they could surprise us. Like, SmackDown could pick Roman and Raw be like, okay, well, we'll take Bianca or Rhea.
I mean, I could definitely see that. You know what I mean? But, I mean, the idea is it being serious. You know what I mean? It being serious. We obviously know Roman's going to go number 1. The likelihood of him and Cody ending up on the same show is so unlikely. Dude. Like, as much as we want it, because, then cool, that's going to be the story. There's one belt that you have seen Cody's dad with more, and it was the big gold belt.
True.
So, I mean, we popped during the whole AEW. Well, no, it was the All In. So, just a random indie show. The random indie show when he won the NWA title. So, it's like, oh, great. Now you get to kind of sort of do it again. WCW style-ish. And then, then I can finally win this one. I have the bad feeling that they're going to... You know what? I don't hate that. Now that I fucking sit here and truly think about it. If rather than have him win the Rumble, he uses that to cash again. He uses that to. I hate that. I love the idea of you using the secondary quote unquote title to cash in to get to the top. You know what I mean? Nobody can beat me on this brand, so I'm going to face you at WrestleMania. That's what they should do with WrestleMania. If you're going to do a fucking brand split, that's when you do your fucking combination show. For the first time. Since the draft happened, these guys haven't been on it, and then that's going to be the hard part too, is keeping motherfuckers off each other's show. But it's like try to do the best you can by keeping everybody on separate shows, and have WrestleMania be the top champion over here against the top champion over there.
Yeah.
Well, US against IC, this tag versus this tag, this woman's champ, this woman's champ. Then these fucking matches matter. Any filler matches you have are just that, and they're going to be more exciting filler matches because you're going to have better talent for them at all times. I'm booking like a son of a bitch. Endeavor, I want checks, brother. Like, all the checks.
Speaking of the tag titles, they got to be split too.
If you're going to do a brand split, everything's got to get split. So
it's kind of different with Roman because he's got the WWE and the Universal. Now I know the Universal's got the blue strap and it's a SmackDown title, but the tag titles are literally named Raw and SmackDown.
Exactly. Okay, so hold on. God, I don't want to be that asshole to simplify everything, but does that mean fucking Roman needs a new belt? Does he finally get the fucking gold version?
He definitely needs a new belt. There's no point carrying two titles around. When you're on one show, you got your one champion. They just need one belt and call it, I don't know, WWE Universal Heavyweight or whatever.
Yeah, that's whatever. Keep the stupid name. Just give him a new belt. And the one I've seen like forever, and thanks to the fucking 2K series for this, it's literally just an all gold version of that. And it's like, you know what? That would work perfect. That would a gold strap, maybe a couple extra jewels.
That's so Roman.
It is exactly, bro. Exactly. If Daniel Bryan can have the goddamn environmental championship and MJF can have his fucking Burberry strap, give Roman the all gold WWE title. Come on, make it happen.
I think I was also a little bit underwhelmed because I saw the spoiler before I saw the reveal, but I mean, looking at it, it looks good in some lights, and then they released like a HD image.
That made it look so much worse.
It did, yeah. I saw the HD image, just like, no, that literally looks like a created title.
No, it's the fucking memes going around is like you took the current WWE championship with the giant W's and the big gold and they had sex and bam, there you go. This is the baby that they made. And it's
I said it was big gold in the spinner from the size of the logo. You could look, that could spin. It's the spinner logo on the big gold belt.
That works perfectly, actually. It just bam, the only thing that stuck was the W. I love that.
Triple H looked a little off too. It was almost like he was nervous about how people were going to react.
Oh, he for sure was, because I'm sure he's like, why does this have to be right in the fucking center? Because like even so, what was it? Because the other so I'm trying to think. So the UK title, where is the logo on the UK title?
I think it's
is it up
like
on the top? Exactly.
That's the thing. It's discreet.
That's their only belt that's like that now. Well, except for the US and except for the secondary bullshit belts let me stop myself.
Oh, the WWE logo isn't actually on the middle plate. It's just NXT in the middle and then United Kingdom at the top and Champion at the bottom.
Okay, so it's branded in the middle, so never mind.
Well, there's a tiny WWE logo in the NXT logo.
Oh, okay. Still, all right. That's not.
But it's not in your face.
Terrible. Exactly. It's not in your face. It's not. Hey, look at me. I'm big and shiny. It could be more subtle. But I'm sure with time it'll grow on us.
Yeah.
I was already imagining ordering one. I'm not even gonna lie, but I can talk about its imperfections. I don't like the side plates. That's what kills me. These personalized side plates is fucking pissing me off.
Well, I think people forgot about that when they saw the design. A lot of people were like, "Why is there 3 logos on it?" And everybody's like, "Relax. The side plates will change whoever the champion is. Remember?"
Yeah, but it's just I'm like that's you don't need custom side plates. We know you're the champion.
We like old school nameplates on the bottom.
Yes, thank you. Just go back to the fucking nameplate. That's it. That's all but it's gonna obscure. I don't care that it obscures the. That's how I know who's champ. It says your fucking name on it. In boxing, they don't change the name or nothing. You just have the belt, and you give it back. Like, I don't know, maybe.
And half the time, it's just a bunch of gold plates on a ribbon.
Exactly.
But boxing belts are basically huge medals.
You're not wrong at all. With like a 5 times wider strap that instead of it going around your neck, it goes around your waist. But don't wear it for too long because it's not meant to stay on your waist.
Yeah, ain't no 1,000-day reigns on them.
Fuck.
But we say this with every title. I think it's a WWE thing where they just emblazon everything with the logo, and we're like, eh. But they do grow on us.
Yeah. Yes, they do. I mean, look at our initial reaction to the U.S. Championship, and honestly, I stopped giving a shit.
Yeah.
It's not like I was like, oh, cool, I like it. It's like, all right, whatever.
And at least they've based it on a beloved belt. I have the big gold. It's a beautiful belt.
Yeah.
So I think in time we'll just get over the giant ass WWE logo in the middle.
It'll blend.
Yeah. All right then, time to go back in time, just like the World Heavyweight Title, to this week in wrestling history.
Ow.
There's a decent amount this week. We kick it off April 21st, 2002 at Backlash. Hollywood Hulk Hogan became a 6-time WWE champion when he defeated Triple H for the undisputed title. Not only was this Hogan's first WWE title in 9 years, because of course we mentioned WrestleMania 9 last week, but it was the last time the title changed hands under the WWF name.
Wasn't this also his shortest reign?
Yeah, he lost it at Judgment Day to Taker, which was also poetic because Taker won his first WWE title from Hogan.
Boom, bam. History, baby.
Yeah, that's why we love this segment. April 21st, 2004, AJ Styles became a 2-time NWA World Champion when he defeated Jeff Jarrett in a steel cage match at TNA's 94th weekly pay-per-view. I don't know how much they were, but they did a pay-per-view every week. And it was successful. It worked. This was the
awesome, though.
I actually didn't realize, and AJ won the NWA title 3 times. All 3 times he beat Jeff Jarrett.
Fuck yeah, fuck Jeff Jarrett.
April 24th, 2014. 10 years later, geez. Paige's 273-day reign as the inaugural NXT Women's Champion came to an end when she was officially stripped of the title after debuting on Raw and winning a Divas Championship, moving to the main roster.
See, I miss shit like that. That was good. Those are good stories.
And it was JBL, of course, who was the GM at the time.
Hey.
And it was kind of a weird segment, too, because he kind of cornered her backstage. I was just like, give me the belt.
Give me the belt. What?
You're on Raw now. You don't need that one.
With his fucking southern drawl, everything sounds scary. You want the French fries? Oh.
April 25th, 2000. Very, very sorry for everybody that grew up in this generation. The day David Arquette won the WCW World Championship, pinning Eric Bischoff to win the title from DDP on Thunder, no less. Not even Nitro. It was on Thunder.
Fuck.
And as you can tell by that reaction, it is often thought of by fans as the worst moment in WCW history.
There's some bad ones. I don't look. I am, and I'm not gonna hate it. I was whatever WCW fan. This just made me laugh. I just laughed my fucking ass off. I was like, cool, fucking David Arquette. But then again, it was about the fucking movie.
Yeah.
It was all about the fucking movie. It wasn't like, oh, hey, David Arquette, he's going to fucking take us to the fucking, hilltops as world champion. It was like, shit, they copied the movie.
Right.
Or they're trying to, or maybe they're trying to build towards a sequel. I don't fucking know.
But, and I'm sorry, Mickey Rourke, I love The Wrestler, but Ready to Rumble is the best wrestling movie ever.
Oh, factual. But The Wrestler is like fucking number 2, bud. Number 2.
I mean, I like David Arquette, but it was a stupid move, and it screamed WCW 2000.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, talk about fucking bad decision year, boy. Year.
I mean, I think David Arquette's redeemed himself in recent years by actually, learning the craft a little bit more and basically killing his body in
Thank you.
hardcore matches.
Almost killed
death
himself.
matches.
Got himself almost killed.
Eesh. Like it wasn't bad enough. Dewey got killed, spoiler alert. But that was a sequel ago, not this one. April 25th, 2001, reigning AEW World Champion Kenny "By God Omega" defeated Rich Swann at Rebellion to claim the Impact World title.
God.
And I think the buy rates were pretty huge for this for an Impact pay-per-view anyway, and people say Kenny didn't do shit for TNA.
They're so fucking narrow-minded. He got on their biggest pay-per-view that they ever had, outside of, I think, Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe being there. Pretty much before the AJ Styles era ended. And on top of that, for a couple of weeks, if not a month, he garnered viewership for Impact because he showed up on Impact.
Yeah, most of it was just pre-tape segments on a bus.
But you still tuned in to watch it.
Yeah. I think his first Impact, actually, he was on the bus for the whole episode. Like, he didn't go to the ring or anything, and it was huge views for Impact.
And I think it was like the third or fourth episode in, he finally showed up, and all he did was hang out on the ramp. Like, no, he did good for them. They should have kept a relationship going. I think they kind of sort of still do. Maybe they should. I don't know. I'm at the point now where it's like, fuck it, bro. Bring the NWA back and get everybody under one goddamn banner. You're just under one fucking federation. There we go. I had to make it all federal. Federation, you know what I'm saying? Just it's nice when everybody can work with everybody like it's not a fucking problem. When I can see cats go to fucking Japan, one of the same cats from Japan could show up in Impact in AEW, in fucking, GC Dub and all these other fucking indies and shit. It's good. It's nice to see.
Yeah, they don't do as many crossovers anymore, but I think the Forbidden Doors are always open with Impact. Going back further now, April 26, 1998, at the first WWE Unforgiven in Your House. First ever Inferno match took place as The Undertaker defeated Kane in a WrestleMania rematch. I think he set his arm on fire in this one.
Yes.
I think this was the arm. The second one was the foot.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I was going to say, the second. Yes, the second one was the foot.
Because he went to give him a big boot outside the ring.
Mm-hmm.
In the main event, though, Vince McMahon's plan to cost Stone Cold the WWE title, well, yet another plan, failed against Dude Love as Austin accidentally, on purpose, nailed McMahon with a steel chair before rolling Dude Love into the ring, hitting a stunner, and counting his own damn pin.
Oh, God.
But I think it went down officially as a DQ.
I read accidentally on purpose, and I broke up laughing. It's just like...
I mean... I think it was an accident because Dude Love ducked and he just swung that chair, but he wasn't sorry for it, obviously.
No, but fuck, man.
And that was a nice shot, too.
The good old days when Foley would just come out of the fight. You didn't know who was going to be this week. We didn't know what Foley we were going to see. Was it going to be Dude Love? Was it going to be Cactus Jack? Who's coming at? I fucking love Dude Love. That was my guy, bro.
And obviously we didn't know what we know now about chair shots to the head, but Vince took this one like a fucking champ. It was a hell of a clank.
Oh, they were all fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Every last one of them.
And finally, April 26, 2009. I'm not sure if this ever happened again, but all three active world titles changed hands at Backlash. Christian defeated Jack Swagger for the ECW title. Randy Orton became WWE champion when The Legacy defeated Triple H, Batista, and Shane O'Mac in a six-man tag. And in a last man standing match, Edge defeated John Cena for the world title.
God, I remember this fucking pay-per-view. Like, I remember being pissed. Like, fuck. Well, then again, I was like, this is when I wasn't a very big Edge fan. Just because it was at the peak of his heel career. And he was literally, it's the thing that kills me when I go back and I think about why I didn't like this or why I didn't like that. And then being able to decipher it now, it's like, they hit all the right heel buttons. And it's like, you didn't know it as a kid or as a young adult or whatever. And now that I'm like seasoned even more so, I'm just like, you guys suck. You're a bunch of bastards. I was supposed to like you a lot. And you're an asshole for pushing them buttons. But it worked.
Edge was a great heel, particularly against Cena.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm sure Phoenix is going to fact check if this ever happened again. All 3 world titles changing hands.
Do it, Phoenix.
But that's all your history this week.
Right now, instead of some history, let's have some fun. Let's see if y'all can get there before we do. If Daz can't get this identity, he's got to cut a 60-second promo, giving him 2 minutes. Let's see if we can get there and do some stuff. It is time to guess the wrestler.
I wonder who this could possibly be.
Who is it? Who the hell is it?
Guess the wrestler.
He's the wrestler, better than all the wrestlers.
Okay, AAA tag team champ or AAA 6-man tag team champion with Loki and Samoa Joe back in 2006.
Ooh.
Let's go here. Ooh, there we go.
MVP?
Independent so Mid-South IWA Mid-South Heavyweight Champion, 1-time winner of the Super Indies 4 times. Let's see here.
I don't know if he's won a heavyweight, but Homicide?
No. So I have to say this one. Maximum Pro Wrestling, Max Pro Television Champion once. So I was like, aha, bastard, try to get over here.
Conan.
No, sir. All right, here we go. Lots of NWA. So he was a 3-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion and a 4-time NWA Tag Team Champion with a slew of people. Actually, 3 different guys. Jerry Lynn, Christopher Daniels, and a guy they call Abyss.
Ooh. Damn.
Let's see here.
That feels like somebody I should know.
2-time TNA World Heavyweight Champion, 2-time Tag Team Champion. No, sir. Let's see here.
Shit. 2-time TNA.
He was. Ooh, here we go. With PWG 1-time world champ. There you go. Here's a dead giveaway for you. He is a 2-time TNA Legends champion.
AJ?
AJ Styles. The phenomenal one is correct. Actually, no, in all reality, the dead giveaway would have been the first-time Triple Crown or Grand Slam champ. But I was like, I can't do those. If I would have told you 6-time X Division champ, would you have said Joe or AJ?
I mean, I was thinking AJ just before you said the Legends champion. But yeah, that solidified it.
You know what? I had no idea what the fuck that belt even was. All I know is it's sexy.
The Legends title, that was interchangeable. Started off as a Legends title, then it was the television title, but they never changed the belt. Then it was the King of the Mountain title.
I'm sorry, what? What the fuck? Okay, no, okay. I knew the thing threw me off for a loop, but like I was just like, huh? Okay, let's go. I didn't read it all.
The strap from
It's
red
fucking
to black.
it. Oh my god, it was. Why the fuck is it just so weird? Why? It's fucking under the TNA television chip. That's how it finished. Oh no, okay, so it was TNA. It says TNA Television Championship. It started out as a Legends Championship.
Oh, and it was a global title.
Global whatever. King of the Mountain, which is obviously fucking dumb shit Jarrett. Oh my god. That poor title.
I mean, it looked okay as a Legends title because obviously the text of Legends matched Championship. But then when you look at the global title, it's like they just put tape over it and wrote global.
It does.
And I don't know what the fuck they did with the King of the Mountain title. What they do when it was King of the Mountain title? Let me take a look if I can find it.
Oh god, please no. Actually, I kind of want to see. Oh my god, this thing is disgusting.
I don't actually know what they did.
He's all they put fucking tape on it.
I can't actually find an image of what it was like. I think, they just took global and just left a blank plate, so it basically said TNA champion.
Wow. Just wow.
We're going to rename this thing again, so we're not going to bother etching anything into the plate.
That is ridiculous. I'm like disappointed yet astounded at the same time. That looks like Legends big as shit. And okay, that's.
You didn't think I was really gone, did you?
It's tragic how we wound up this way. They mortgage the future.
Welcome back to the Cap and Mo Show. We're here every single Thursday. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, wherever it is you may be joining us, and head to the website maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
That's right. Still to come, CM Punk drops in on Raw and Mercedes Moné's first post WWE loss, plus a whole lot more.
Yeah, oh yeah, plus a big announcement.
Ooh, can't forget the big announcement.
There's always big announcements. But first, it's time for stupid shit people say online. This is shit Marks say.
You guys really started to piss me off.
OMG,
Eggplant emoji,
WTF,
Santa Claus emoji,
thought he was dead, LOL.
peach emoji.
Shit Marks say.
Names have been changed to protect their stupidity. Oh boy. All right, let's get into TikTok first. Who's not been very oozy?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so everything seems to be moving in swarms right now. So luckily for them, I did not write no names down because there's a bunch of them. So we had literally just had an entire segment where we were talking and justifying our reasonings on why this new World Heavyweight Championship is literally a consolation prize. There's a side of TikTok that says it's totally justified. Oh, well, what do you mean? It's a da-da-da-da-da, and it's the and it's. I'm trying to think of the exact quote that I heard somebody say, and they got attacked by Wheezy, so thank you for that on that one. But I think it was, what did he say exactly? He actually said it's a lot better than it being handed to somebody, that they get to win it. And I'm like, okay, I mean, sure, whatever. But obviously, bad guy. So, I mean, it worked out back then. They were too young, obviously, to pay attention to that shit. And the other thing that they were saying is, well, it's not like anybody's going to beat Roman anyway. Okay, so then what's the point of having this belt? Like how we kept saying, if Roman lost it, and then it's like, oh well, hey, we're gonna re-debut it. We're gonna debut this title, and we're gonna do a brand split and have two belts. All right, badass.
Yeah.
Ah, shit, fucking Roman better not win that one, and then he does. Oh, okay, well, whatever. Or there's gonna be the side of the people that are gonna say, oh well, it was made for him to win it. Like they're already saying it's made for Cody to win it. It's to justify this as anything else but a consolation prize is absolutely idiotic. And there is no argument to this. That's why I'm saying it's idiotic. So for whomever is out there praising this and saying it's not a big deal, it's not a whatever, y'all are dumb as shit. Y'all are dumb as shit. In the bin.
So on Twitter, first up, we have Jazz. Probably very high.
All right. But all bad.
He says, I think Tony Khan's only chance to save AEW is to buy #Japan. The fact is, it's a much better product right now than AEW is. If he can't buy Japan out, I think it's over within 12 months.
Okay.
Are you saying he should buy like the whole country or
the whole country?
The whole country, buy Japan.
By Japan, he says. Because, sure. What the fuck? Huh? What team does TK own out there in the Premier League? Or is it Championship League or Premier League?
They're in the Premier League. Oh, Fulham.
Oh God. Okay. So he ain't got no goddamn money. Does he buy no fucking country? So what the fuck are you talking about? And he's not going to be able to buy out fucking New Japan Pro Wrestling or All Japan, or he could probably buy out DDT if he wanted to, but y'all are going to make fun of him for bringing that shit over here. He could probably buy out Stardom, but then you're going to ignore all the fucking women, or you're going to attack him on Twitter. So what fucking Japan do you want him to buy? Because is it a much better product? I mean, sure, the Japanese product has always been its own product, and you're going to either love it or hate it, and I've never not hated it, or I've never hated it, I should say. So I should say I've never not loved it. But they don't need to go buying nothing out. But speaking of buying shit or what have you, key guy in Japan goes free agent come February, and that's Will Ospreay. Go buy that motherfucker. You want to buy Japan? Go get fucking Will Ospreay. There you go.
I'm pretty sure we're going to see Ospreay at Forbidden Door again anyway.
Oh, I'm fucking positive of it. I'm positive of it.
But I love this whole, if he doesn't buy I'm assuming he means New Japan. If he doesn't buy New Japan, he's done in 12 months. Why does buying, what? How does that compute?
That's my other thing too. How does buying a company that's not a rival, that's not in like your time zone, that's not kicking you off TV, they got nothing to fucking do with you, like nothing. So what the fuck is the point of wanting to buy them out for what? And how is that going to improve the product? In what way is that going to improve the product? I mean, I would love to see Gato book AEW guys. Oh, that would be awesome. Oh, that'd be awesome. But besides that, what the fuck else you going to do? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, again, I would love to see Okada. I would love to see, Naito. There's a bunch of guys in Japan I would love to see on a weekly basis on my television. But that's not going to exactly make the product any better, any worse, any more drawing power. It'll just be like, holy shit, look at that. I mean, you're asking for something that is hypothetically sounds really cool. In reality is like when a 5-year-old tells you, a story about when they tied their shoe. It's like, bro, that was 30 minutes of my time gone. You know what I'm saying? And we're late for school.
Pretty sure New Japan's not even for sale.
No.
I mean, and you talk about it being a better product. Well, same with WWE. It's a 41-year-old company. Of course, it's going to have better stuff.
I wouldn't say better stuff, but they know what works for them. They've gone down a trail of, oh, this works for us, so we keep it rocking. Oh, this works for us, so we keep it rocking. Again, 41 years for WWE. Fucking New Japan's been around since 72. Since 1972. And AEW's been around for 3.5 years. And they're going to have the third television show. Okay? They're all this other bullshit. Your guys' fucking savior, Pepsi Phil, is coming back, or is back from the looks of it. So what more, fucking give it time. 3.5 years, they're doing excellent. They're doing excellent for 3.5 years.
Absolutely. Find me another company that's got this big in 3 years with this much money, or brought in this much star power, or, you know what, you say they're not competition, but you can't stop talking about them. Given this much competition to WWE.
Where was TNA at in 3.5 years? Were they on this level? I don't think so.
2005. Yeah, it was an okay year, but they weren't huge. They were like Indie's biggest secret.
Bingo. This is national TV, bub.
And pay-per-view buys that are bigger than anything else outside of WWE. Ever, I think.
Yeah, they've reset the record on pay-per-view buys because that idea went away. Yeah, I'll give you that. The idea to go away. But then again, who's making money? Who ain't making money?
They're breaking record on pay-per-views, and those pay-per-views ain't cheap.
No. And they're exactly. They're breaking them, and they ain't cheap. Listen to what my man's saying. We out here spending $60 to some people falling asleep in a computer chair. I've been one at sometimes. Too many beers, it happens. And we're willing to do it every fucking, 4 months right now? 3.5 months, something like that?
Yeah, that's probably the best thing too. Is like it's not overkill.
Oh, yes, dude. Yes, dude.
Sometimes it feels like it's forever until we've got another AEW pay-per-view, but it gives you time to build it. It also gives you time to save up for it.
Thank you. It's like it's a good combination. It's like, okay, cool. Well, we know the super duper crazy ass important shit's gonna happen on the pay-per-view, so we can't wait for that. Oh, we know that this and this and this, and it builds anticipation. You're not, oh fuck, well, this storyline's gonna end at the end of the month, and you walk away from your television because
Yeah.
every month we have a fucking live event. Fuckers.
Yes, like this summer, we got an event every month, and we got to find new challenges all the time.
Yep, goddamn right.
But we don't have like 20 fucking free championships. We only have 5.
Only got 5. Oh my lord, have mercy. Chaz, you're fucking obviously still stoned from the fucking holiday. Take your ass to the bin.
But enjoy yourself. Next up, we have Flagrant Basement Dweller.
Almost made me spill my shit.
So New Japan obviously announced that Mercedes Moné is going to be at Resurgence after losing the women's title. Flagrant decided to tweet this response. Like it went through his head and he said, okay, I'll tweet that. Said, where can I purchase worn and unwashed Mercedes Moné gear? There should be a screen that comes up on Twitter that says, people are going to see this. Do you really want to tweet it?
Right? Like, come on. There's always should be like a warning screen. Are you sure? Are you sure? But, like, come on, player. We know Japan's got some weird stuff. But what in the literal fuck? What the literal fuck? Why? Why? And then, why make it public? Why make it public?
And why also use an actual profile picture if you're going to tweet shit like that?
Oh, no.
If for whatever reason I tweeted that kind of shit, I would not be showing my face. Let alone my cat's face.
That motherfucker work at your local 7-Eleven, Jack. I'll tell you right now.
Oy. Then get in the bin along with all your tissues.
Oh,
finally, we have a podcast that you may know by the name. No heads aren't always better. Sorry, 2 heads aren't always better than 1.
There we go.
Maybe no heads would be better on this occasion. Seth Rollins versus Omos has been announced for Backlash. Naturally, there's some AEW hate because why not? But y'all don't.
What? Whoa, what?
Y'all don't mad. First of all, that doesn't make English. Whenever Tony Khan just throws shit together every week, give me a break.
Yes, we do.
We do, but I mean, there is a big difference between a random pay-per-view match against Omos and, hey, look, there's this indie guy on at Dynamite having a banger.
Yeah, there's a difference between the regular, everyday, weekly show free on television and the network special.
Oh, yes, it's a premium live event now.
Oh, so sorry. Suck my ass. What the fuck?
I mean, the pay-per-view is next week, and as far as I know, there's been no build for it. I haven't been watching regularly, but as far as I know, there's been no build to this match, and they may have spoke on it this week on Raw, but before the match was announced, I don't think Seth and Omos ever crossed paths. Unless it was in catering.
Everybody's in catering past in time. I'm really trying to think, and I can't think of a single fucking time these guys have even blinked at each other. So weird. And then, like, okay, we don't get mad when Tony Khan books random ass shit. Bullshit. We get mad all the time. We're pissed off that Jeff Jarrett is having singles matches. He was in a fucking title picture. All this other crap. There's been countless times where I have seen AEW diehards bitching and complaining that, what the fuck are you doing, TK? What the hell is this? This is as Harold. I'm going to quote Harold because he loves to say this all the time. You know, wrong guy won. And it's like, you know, hey, great match booked. We're glad that we saw the story. The wrong guy won. And it's like, either they're going to keep it going, you know what I mean? And it allows you to do this whole thing, but we're extremely vocal when he's bad. I said, I want to say, let's see, we're on episode 425 now, probably like 375 or whatever, that the honeymoon period between Tony Khan and everything is over. And critique time is now. So we've been there. We've been doing that. You just want to have something to throw back. Oh, well, the AEW people. No, motherfucker. You don't want to hear it. Just like we don't want to hear you bitching about our product. So you shut up and you go over there. Fuck your show. All right. Our show is going to be more better. And our heads work. Your head don't work. So in the fucking bin.
For weeks also, we've been complaining about Jade not being on TV. She finally got on TV this week.
Ta-da. Oh, and you know what? Guess what? They're building it. Yeah. I'm not happy that Taya lost, but they're at least building it. And with the pay-per-view rounding the corner, it makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah, it's not over. But they are marks, and that's the shit they say.
You guys suck.
In 4 weeks, it's time for a brand new Max Wrestling event. Join us on May 25th for Full House, as we predict AEW's Double or Nothing, but there's also championships on the line. The Phoenix and I, better known as Two-Thirds of Dragon Club, defend the Max Tag Team Championships against Daniel Crimmins and Moses in the Tag Team Trivia.
That's right. Plus, the television title is on the line under television title rules, as the captain has offered a spot to the man they call Ted P. De Niro to go one-on-one for the first time ever. Will Teddy P become television champion, or will Daz's reign continue?
And talk about putting myself to the test.
Hey.
Moses also defends the World Championship against the mysterious masked stranger known only as Anon Mascaras. Mascaras claims to have sensitive information on Moses and used it to get himself a shot at the World Championship. Blackmailed, I should say.
That bastard. Also confirmed last week, it is double or nothing rules, as Beer must defeat Kenny Killer, or no more title shots as long as Kenny Killer is Knowledge Champion. But to do that, he has to double Kenny Killer's score. Can he do the impossible and top the Knowledge Champion?
And we'll also crown the group MVP. Can Travis survive yet again and close in on 2 full years, which he will hit at Promo Slam if he holds on to it for another 4 months.
God damn. Travis Reigns over here.
Yeah. Go to maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com/fullhouse for more information.
Is that all?
That is not all. We do have a big announcement this week. Full House is not the only new event this year. There is another special coming from Max Wrestling this August. Check it out.
Yeah, they tell you that you should quit trying. You were too small and you were too young. They tell you the chance is too slim, the world is too big, but you say how come? I'm ready to light a new fire, raise a new flag, across a new sea. And if I'm ever the one in your way, then put your head down and run right through me.
Good evening. In 4 weeks, we are proud to present Full House, the first Max Wrestling event created specifically for Double or Nothing, for an AEW pay-per-view. Last year we moved Trivia Takeover to May to coincide with Double or Nothing, but not having Trivia Takeover in June felt wrong, and we felt AEW deserved its own place in our event calendar. But it doesn't stop with Full House. If you haven't noticed, we have an event every month this summer, from Promo Mania all the way to Promo Series. Since last year, SummerSlam has been moved to the beginning of August, which means Promo Slam also comes early, and we're left without an event to close the summer with. That was until a couple of weeks ago, when a huge announcement was made by Tony Khan that AEW would headline Wembley Stadium for All In. So, it gives me great pleasure to announce that another event will be created for an AEW pay-per-view this year, because on August 24th we present All for One. We'll be predicting AEW All In, and championships will be on the line. And we hope you join us for this debut event this summer. All right, All for One comes your way August 24th. We'll be predicting AEW All In Wembley.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good ass show.
We got 2 events in August.
Oh man, I'm already tired, and we're not even in fucking the summer yet, and I'm already tired.
So in other news, we've mentioned it briefly. Mercedes Moné has lost the IWGP Women's Title to Mayu Iwatani. But she signed a 1-match extension. Is that what I read?
It's a 1-match extension. She's got one more match. I forgot against who, but it's going to be in a show in Long Beach. So she'll actually be. There's already all kinds of jokes. She's gonna go hang out with Snoop Dogg, maybe make an entrance with Snoop Dogg, whatever. Big Rob will be in the house. I'm already looking at tickets. We'll see how it goes. Probably not gonna, but maybe not go, just because the reality is we got AEW comes to San Diego at the end of May. You know what I mean? And it's kind of one of the things where it's like, what show are you trying to go, Bubby? I'm trying to show, you know what I mean? You're trying to go to New Japan, you're trying to go to AEW. And honestly, right now for me, I'm sticking with AEW strictly because it's going to be the show after the pay-per-view. So the fallout of Double or Nothing.
Yeah, I'm trying to find who she's against too. I know Tanahashi's facing Will Ospreay. Yeah. At Resurgence.
Yeah, he's doing that. I want to say she's wrestling. My goodness gracious, good God Almighty. I think it's a rematch against Mayu Iwatani, or she's gonna face.
I think she's asked for a rematch.
Tom Nakano. I'm not too sure.
But apparently she's going to be a free agent after this match, and we said, will she end up in AEW? From what I read, she may be in AEW for a few weeks as just like a little tour.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing myself. It's like there's nothing for sure for her. Now, I don't know if that means she wants to just stay in Japan. I don't know if that means, if she wants to, like play around or whatever, maybe possibly go back to Japan. I don't know if she wants to go back to WWE. I don't know if she wants to follow her homegirl and end up in Impact. There's a lot for her. There's a lot of places for her to go. It's all a matter of what is best fit for her. Personally, I think, and I'm going to say this, and I'm already going to get some hate because I'm the AEW guy, blah, 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 blah. She would get lost in there. I'm sorry. Like, she would get lost in the scramble, and personally, I think she's a little bit better than that. I like Mercedes Moné, the former Sasha Banks, whatever you want to call it, for your cup of tea, so you guys, your ears perk up when I'm talking about her. But then again, she is very WWE, So it's like, cool, but I also like what she's doing. She's testing the waters. She did Japan, and she did it to the fullest form. She did it for New Japan Pro Wrestling. She showed up in Stardom for a 1-match thing, and now you're going to have a cup of coffee, as fucking, Macho Man, cup of coffee, as he would say, in AEW, hopefully, and hopefully that cup of coffee tastes really good. You know what I mean? And hopefully it tastes good enough for her to say, sure, I'll be a part of the group. Because in all reality, right now, like, I think AEW's women's division has built stars And even bringing in a Mercedes Moné, I'm really trying to think of anybody else with a fucking Charlotte. Bringing any one of those ladies in, I don't think is going to have the same impact as a Daniel Bryan did, as a John Moxley did. I just don't think that. As much as because look at what with Ruby. Now again, I granted Ruby wasn't a Mercedes Moné or whatever, but it's like they're comfortable building their women's division. You know what I mean? Jade is 56-0 for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? As long as she's cool being not first fiddle, then fucking come on in.
Yeah, once upon a time we said Jade was green as goose shit, and she was. Look at her now.
Bingo. Not only has she improved, she won over the masses.
Yeah. Did not think she was going to win us over.
No, not for at least like another year, and she did it fast. Good for her.
Just shows when you get the recipe right.
Hey, write it the fuck down so you don't forget it.
But a quick mention of Naomi too. I think it's a nice move for her to go to Impact. It's different. People have laughed at it because people do laugh at Impact, but
why? But why? Tell me why? Because I don't get it. What is so wrong with being on national television under the name Impact? What's so wrong with that? Like,
putting all your chips in Impact is not a bad thing. Look at Deonna Purrazzo and the star she's become. Look at Mickie James's recent run.
Coming out of retirement, nonetheless, after being a mom. And she's doing awesome. So it's like, again, what is the downfall with going to fucking Impact? I have praised Impact as a place to rebuild yourself. Allow yourself to adapt to different workers and different styles. Allow yourself to rebuild yourself as a character and improve. Use it as a proving ground to get away from the system that is the E and relearn your stuff. I've always said, go to Impact or go to Japan. I personally say, well, Japan's number one, but Impact's a really good one because Impact does work with a lot of indie guys that are always coming in and out, and everybody has a different array of everything. You don't have major stars that only work like this. Everybody works a certain, their own specific fun way, but does a little bit of everything.
Yeah, they also pre-tape a lot, so the schedule is not too bad.
Hey, there you go.
They don't tour as much either, so they're pretty much always in the same studio.
I think so, yeah.
But I get it. Impact is the smallest audience probably right now in wrestling, but
so
people are talking about Impact all the time. People are talking about Josh Alexander dropping the title. They're talking about, like we said, Deonna Purrazzo winning the women's title, the Knockouts title again.
Purrazzo has a fucking cult following, bro. She has a cult following. So yeah, don't tell me nobody gives a shit about Impact. I used to be that dumb and naive person. I used to be. I will do this and say I absolutely used to be that dumb and naive about Impact. The fact of the matter is, we are all sleeping on Impact.
Yeah, we do.
Sleeping on.
I mean, we resurgence. We tried to give it some resurgence a couple of years ago, but then they moved to Thursdays, which made it difficult. But I mean, we'll reference it when we can.
I think about their news.
Impact's kind of become what Ring of Honor used to be. It's like the little what TNA was originally. It's a little indie secret.
Yep, it's back to being the indie secret. I like that.
Except it's not a secret. It's there. You just need to find it.
It's not hard, bro. It's not hard.
And before we get into the rest of WWE and AEW, of course, Chavo Guerrero, did he work us or was that an excuse?
This motherfucker got yelled at by everybody and they mama. Who in the fuck are you to say some shit about some shit? Take that down. I worked you guys. You got butthurt because you ain't as relevant as your uncle, because they're not saying, oh, he stole Chavo Guerrero's move. No, he stole Eddie. And I'm sorry, and guess what, homie? Even if he hadn't had died, they would still say, oh, look, they're taking textbook from Eddie Guerrero. I'm sorry, player. I'm sorry you weren't as big as a star as your uncle. I'm sorry. I can't go back in time and change nothing for you. None of us can. And going on Twitter and acting like a bitch about it ain't gonna help nobody neither. It's gonna make you look like a fucking idiot. And it sure enough did, because enough people gave you crap that you had to go and say something.
Oh, I was just being a heel.
And then on top of that, like, come on, who the fuck says that? Who says stupid shit like that? I was just trying to be a heel. Who the fuck? What the fuck?
Why? Who do you work for?
That's like, you tell me somebody twisted your arm as you were typing that without telling me somebody was twisting your arm while you were typing that. Like, come on, man. Like, I get it, you know, fucking, there's a lot going on with the Guerrero name right now. There's a lot, okay? You really didn't need to add to it, bro. You really didn't need to add to it.
No, we were singing your praises a couple of weeks ago.
Exactly.
For going against Vicky.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking
shit.
The bit that made no sense was, oh, he's using Eddie's name and everything to get over. This is Rey fucking Mysterio. He's been over for 20 years.
He was over before he was wrestling your uncle. Okay? He was over with the day he wrestled Juventud. Yeah, they got fucking super huge together at that Halloween Havoc, and yes, I understand that. But every fucking thing Eddie related that Rey has done has been, and say it with me now, in tribute. In fucking tribute. He was telling stories about him at the Hall of Fame. He had a goddamn entrance dedicated to him. Used part of his song, uses his move, the whole fucking shibiggity bang. Are you getting pissed off at Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné? Did you get pissed off at her for fucking wearing the black tiger mask?
Oh, not only that, she's been paying tribute to Eddie her whole career.
Is she using him to get over? Is he gonna bitch about that? Am I gonna go back in his tweets and see that? No. Stop being mad that you ain't in the biz no more like that. Stop it. Stop being bitter. Go work AAA. They might hire your dumbass. I hope not, but they might hire your dumbass.
They hired Alberto.
Hey, again, that's what I should go AAA.
But like you said, he's paying tribute to his literal best friend, because Rey loved Eddie as much as we fucking do.
Bingo. Fuck.
Like, prostituting his name. The man just went into the Hall of Fame. He don't need to prostitute nothing.
Not a little bit. Fuck. That was the part that killed me, was prostitute his name. I was like, hold on, wait a minute, huh?
If anything, Ray's been prostituting his own name to get his son over.
There you go. There you go. That's whoring your name out. That's whoring your name out, Jack.
And in the end, all you have to do is go to prison.
Hey, isn't that the answer for everybody?
But yeah, Chavo, we don't believe that you were trying to work us.
No.
Stop.
You stop working motherfuckers back in fucking Lucha Underground, player.
It's like an out of work actor just like blowing up a building. Oh, I was just trying to be a villain.
I was just trying to be a bad guy. Like, what the fuck?
Robbed a bank. What for? I was trying to be a villain.
It looked good in the movies. Idiot.
So in WWE, like we said, CM Punk was backstage at Raw. Now, you read that and you just think, for fuck's sake, Phil. But when you read about it, like, from what it came across to me was he was literally just there just to see old friends and rebuild bridges. The bit that surprised me the most was he shook hands and spoke with Triple H.
Oh yeah, that's a fucking bridge he's not gonna fucking fix. But hey, if he does, whatever. I mean, he's. I swear to God, and I hope that this like comes out. He probably went to therapy or something like that. He probably had some real sit down conversations with some people and was like, "Hey, bro, like you need to go mending fences instead of, there's no point of building walls anymore. Now it's time to mend these fences. It's time to rebuild these bridges that you tried to burn down or did burn down." And You know, I mean, that's what I heard too. It's like he's there to see Kevin, he's there to see Sammy, and it's like, all right, right on. You know, he's there to see people he knows, and I'm cool. I'm like, again, I'm totally cool with that. And to think that he went out of his way to go, like, hey, you know, the least I can go is go talk to Trips and do this and that. I like it. It's a step forward. Apparently, he also had a nice sit down with Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
And he's trying to squash everything that's going down in AEW. So again, he's apparently Pepsi Phil's turned a new leaf. Maybe, you know, maybe the Pepsi's not so Pepsi anymore. Maybe we're looking Coke now.
Made up with the Miz too. Apparently they've had beef for a few years.
I ain't fucking heard of it.
I
Everybody got
always
beef
thought Punk
with
and
the
Miz were
Miz.
good. But then of course, so he shakes hands with Triple H and he's like, hey, you got a few minutes for you know, just to catch up or whatever. Triple H was nice enough to give him a bit of time, but then said, well, you know, I gotta go talk to the big guy because Vince is back, and Vince had him thrown out.
Shocker.
Absolute shocker.
But then again, it's Vince, you know, it's to be fucking expected. But at least he was man enough to go do the fun deeds. You know, he went and he had the conversation. He talked to his people. He's mending fences. Let's go. Good for him. It's not like I want his ass back, but I mean, at least you're being a fucking human.
I'm sure Punk expected that response too when Triple H was like, I'll go and ask Vince. Punk was probably like, oh, okay, I'll go and get my bag.
I'm about to say, he was already fucking, he was just like, where to leave my shit? He was looking for the exit. Don't worry, guys, you don't have to throw me out.
Right? Punk probably knew the head of security from when he worked. Hey, Frank, how you doing?
How you doing, pal? This way? All right. I'm not new to, I don't remember this arena.
Oh, it's the Allstate. I know this fucking arena.
Right? I know where I'm going.
But like when Punk left, it's crazy because Triple H was the one who apparently didn't give a shit or couldn't wait to see him gone, and Vince was the one who had tears in his eyes and wanted him to reconsider and blah blah blah.
Huh? Sure, why not?
But we all know Vince is a bitter old prick. Didn't want to give him time of day, so you walked out on us fucking 9 years ago. Fuck you, pal.
He was pissed off at Stone Cold. He took the ball and went home, pal. So yeah, he's still pissed at Punk. Let's keep it.
But it's nice that Triple H was the civil one because apparently Triple H is the one he had the most issues with.
Oh yeah, no, they had beef for a minute.
Mainly because Triple H won at Night of Champions, and we don't really know why.
Reasons.
Okay, so moving on. Speaking of reasons, Cody Rhodes defeated Finn Balor for reasons. Guess what? It was another random match.
Random. But at least it was on a fucking Raw.
Yeah. I also noticed that I saw some of Raw. Bayley's acting shady and showing signs of betrayal against Io. So there was a backstage interview where Io pretty much was set to face Bianca one-on-one, and they set it up like, okay, fuck the pay-per-view. We're going to have you guys go for the title tonight. And then Bayley steps in and is like, yeah, we're going to have a 6-person tag. And Io's just like, wait, what?
We're going to do what now?
So, someone else also pointed out that Bayley looked happy for Dakota a couple of weeks ago, but didn't look as happy for Io like last week. So there's definitely some shit simmering between these.
Time to start building Io. Do it. I like it.
Not all groups last forever. No groups last forever.
No group lasts forever.
And final things to talk about in WWE. We're getting the Usos against Sami and KO tomorrow for the titles. Shattering teeth time. But this week, Usos and Solo defeated the LWO. Who are moving crazy merch, by the way.
Well, yeah. Nostalgia, baby.
Underrated the LWO is.
Yeah, but if anybody actually knows of the LWO, you know that they just fucking lost a whole bunch.
Yeah.
That's all they did in WCW was lose. And then Eddie would get pissed off at him.
And right now, it's basically just Legado del Fantasma renamed.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, they work. It's great. And you got Ray's endorsement too.
There you go. Can't go wrong.
But maybe I'm reading too much into the end of the match. So the Usos cut this little promo after the match, pretty much called out KO and Sammy for SmackDown, saying they're going to win the tag team titles back. But they throw up the 1. And Solo stood behind them, and he doesn't throw shit.
He's just
Yeah. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but like, is there any tension brewing between Solo and his brothers?
Oh yeah, I believe so. I'm sure he's just like, I don't trust you, son of bitches. Uncle Roman knows the way.
Grand Uncle Paul said so.
Grand Uncle Paul, I love it.
So on to AEW, we kicked off with another banger from Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy and Sunglasses defeated Bandito. They were not staying on that mask.
No, but they were hanging on for dear life, and I loved every second of. Oh, they're all crooked and shit. Great.
Yeah. But yeah, a great match again from Orange Cassidy, and from Bandito too. For a moment, it looked like, for several moments, it looked like Bandito was going to win the title.
I thought Bandito was going to win. I was kind of hoping Bandito would win. But then again, it's like he's Orange Cassidy's so goddamn good right now, dude. It's like I really don't want him to lose the belt, but it's like, this would be a perfect guy to lose to. Okay, you know what? I changed my mind. It's like they have the match. I changed my
mind. I know we haven't had many, but Orange Cassidy is the best All Atlantic, whatever, international champion we've had so far.
Facts. They should have fucking made this move sooner, bro.
I mean,
great shit.
I feel like this is the kind of shit Pac should have been doing. Just having banger after banger instead of disappearing off TV. But Orange Cassidy's been killing it.
He absolutely has been killing it. It's getting to the point. I am going to start to say that it will get to the point of like, who in the fuck is going to beat this guy? It's going to get to be one of those like Jade moments where it's like, okay, either you can fucking take this thing and go win the TNT or the fucking world title or whatever, or somebody needs to beat you. And it's like, but whom? Who is that badass? And I know nobody right now.
And the best thing is, he's lazy.
And it's the greatest. It's the greatest.
There was also a nice sequence in the match with his hands in his pockets, just for old time's sake, because he doesn't do it very often anymore.
No, it was good. Love how he holstered Bandito's guns. He's like, what'd you do to me? Great.
I hope this reign continues for a while.
Keep it going.
So we mentioned Jeff Jarrett having random singles matches. Not only did he have a random singles match against Dax, but he fucking won.
Okay, you know what? Fuck him because this was actually a match that I enjoyed. So fuck him first for that. And second off, look, dude, I don't want to see you in the fucking tag title picture. I don't.
I don't want to see him beating a tag team champion.
No, I don't. I mean, I get the fuckery, and I can understand it, and I'm not that mad. I am still mad. I'm still upset, but it's like fine, whatever. But I don't need Jeff Jarrett in a title picture of any fucking kind unless it's a retirement title. But it's like,
what did we do with that King of the Mountain title?
Yeah, fucking come on, bring that motherfucker back, and it's the retirement title. If you win it, you get to retire.
No.
You get to fucking retire. But Jesus, fuck me, dude. It sucks. But I will say that, like, for a dude who's as old as he is, stop fucking wrestling so good, asshole.
That's the thing. It's not that he's bad. It's just
that fucking theme song. Oh my god. My wife laughs at me. It's a comical thing now. I'll be watching it with the boys. In this instance, yesterday, in all reality, I was not in the Discord chat. Normally when we get told, okay, we're gonna do a late start, I'm like, all right, bam, that's exactly my plan. We don't start till 6. I ain't coming in this bitch till 6 o'clock. They started at 5. Fuck. So I had to watch pretty much the whole damn show by myself, which didn't really matter. But like I started watching it and I got to it after the Jarrett match. So last night I'm hanging out with my wife and I'm like watching it on my phone. We're hanging out. We're watching them. She's watching the Masked Singer. You know, got it within the presence, so that way we know we like each other still. And I'm watching this, and she knows Jarrett's theme by now. She just hears the ding, and I just fucking threw my phone in the air, and she's just like, "How old is he again?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't care." He's too old.
Good question. Very good question.
That's fucking great question. He's got to be 60 plus. He's got to be in his 60s. He was in his 20s in fucking in 88 in that shitty ass AWA show.
Dude's 55.
You're fucking kidding me. He's younger. My dad just turned 60 yesterday. Fucking shout out to Pop. But this motherfucker's younger than my dad and looks older than Santa Claus.
I think Jeff Jarrett's always looked older than he is.
It's the fucking hair.
Yeah.
It's the hair. Oh, he's 55.
Damn.
Oh,
we can't
God.
really complain about him now, though, because we praise Sting.
He ain't going away for 10 more years. Do you understand that now? Now we've officially unlocked the key. He ain't going away for 10 years.
He's going to be a 10-time tag team champion.
Why? Don't do that to me. Don't do it to me.
So he's 55, Sting is 64, and we praise Sting, but we complain about Jarrett.
One's entertaining, the other one's not.
There's something we can't put our finger on.
No, you know what it is, and it's not that I can't put my finger on it. I know exactly what it is. Is Jarrett has always been, and I hate that I fucking gonna say it right now, been one, if not the best fucking heels in all of pro wrestling for as long as he's been in the business. Since the fucking WCW turn, he has been the greatest, if not top 3 greatest heels there is. And I fucking hate that I'm admitting that. Kyle is listening to this right now, cackling like every heel. I told him. Fuck you, Kyle. But it's the truth. It's the fucking truth, and it's not. And we just hate admitting it. Let's just keep it funky. We just hate admitting it.
I mean, I'll admit he was the GOAT heel in early mid-2000s TNA because he was always champion, and you always wanted somebody to kick his ass.
Oh, he was such a fucking dick.
Stop beating people.
Stop it. Yeah, quit it. God damn it, TK. I do not want Impact shit.
Wardlow squashed unnamed dude.
Stop this. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Are you fucking kidding me? He is a 3-time TNT champion, and your idea is feed him nerds. Well, you got a plethora of motherfuckers in the back. A plethora. You can't emphasize somebody. You can't make this motherfucker work a match. Are we really on the way towards Goldberg and Wardlow?
Oh, please, God, no. Wardlow, what are you doing? Stop it.
Like, this is where I feel this is at. This is this is where I feel like we're getting at right now. What else is going to go down?
As soon as somebody says they want to face Goldberg, I think they should be banned from Twitter.
Oh, immediately. Immediately.
Put the fucking phone down.
Cut all the internet out of your house. All of it. All of it.
Go dark.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I said last week, I'm more intrigued of him and Christian Cage than I am him and fucking Luchasaurus. And then they had a fucking half-ass stare down, even though fucking Arn is the best.
Oh, wow.
Fucking best.
I'd love to know why he's wearing my 1-year-old daughter's tracksuit, though.
Because it's comfy and it has pockets, and that's how you get down when you're his age. But I just love his answer for everything. It's like when somebody gets in your way, you kill them, and it's like whoa, fucking calm down, Iron. You blow camp in that ass. Whoa, take it easy, bud. Take it. Hold on. But fucking Arn's the man. I love
Oh.
Arn. I love him so much, dude.
Man.
He is single-handedly fucking helping Wardlow be revitalized. We should not give a shit about Wardlow right now. We should not give a single fuck about this guy. But he's got Arn Anderson.
I just realized that Arn Anderson reminds me of the cop from See No Evil, Hear No Evil, the Richard Pryor, Gene Wilder movie. So right at the end, they just dropped a sarcastic line on him, and he's like, "Now I get to shoot them."
Yep.
And his deputy's like, "No, you can't shoot them. There's too many people around." But I want to shoot them.
But I want to shoot them. That is
That's Arn Anderson.
1,000%. That is Arn Anderson 1,000%. Any reason to use the Glock, he's on it.
That's it. Now you get the Glock. Arn is witnesses. But I want to shoot him.
But I want to shoot him. Oh, that's legal. I want to shoot you. Okay, fine. Do what you got to do.
Okay, I'll kill him with my bare hands. Arn, jeez.
Jeez. He would too. Crazy bastard.
I love Arn Anderson.
Don't we all?
But I kind of hope it turned out to be Christian too. Just because.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to take Luchasaurus seriously. Like, I want to, and I like him.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like we don't like him. We just, it's not there, man. It's just not there. He hasn't been on television in months because of a fucking mask. And what do? Change the color? Tell me what they did differently. Somebody that notices this fucking shit like that, somebody that's that into fucking detail, please tell me what the fuck is different of this mask besides the goddamn color.
Yeah, and they got one half of Road Warrior's shoulder plate pad.
That shit pisses me off. Full spikes or no spikes, bitch.
But I also think Christian could take a loss.
That's what I'm talking about. Exactly. First off, and I'm going to always say like this, the motherfucker still has name value. And that's one of the biggest reasons why AEW brought in all of these motherfuckers with a name. They're name value guys. If Wardlow beats Christian, all right, that's awesome. Okay, well then you can have the Monster avenge him. And, maybe you could build towards him winning the TNT title. But then you have something to fucking build on. Right now, you've got shit. If he beats the Monster to go to the little guy, that's stupid. Yeah. That's stupid.
Or just bypasses the little guy. He just beats Luchasaurus, and then it's like, what the fuck was the point of that?
Yeah, dumb as shit.
And you can't have just Christian beat, or Luchasaurus just straight up beat Wardlow because we're hot potato in the fucking title again.
Yeah, let's not.
I think I tweeted actually there's been 8 TNT title changes in the last 12 months.
Damn.
And one of those was Wardlow's second reign.
I don't remember the fucking European being tossed around that much.
The WWE title was probably tossed around like that in 2000 between Triple H and The Rock.
Yeah.
There was at least 2 or 3 title changes between those two.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. Hot product. This, not so hot.
No. And it's also not on TNT.
No.
While the TBS title is not on TBS. Hey, Tony. Yeah. Come on, man.
Hey, fucking if the Legends Championship can look the exact same and be the television, there you go, baby. There you go.
Why didn't they just call them the TV titles?
Because it's too fucking simple. And it makes too much sense. Simplicity kills, baby.
I get it. They didn't know they were going to move to CBS. But
Bullshit. Don't fucking lie to me. Don't fucking lie to me that it wasn't in the goddamn contract that after so many years you're going to have to move. Lie to me. I know the fucking game here. And if you didn't read the fine print, you're a fucking idiot.
You imagine if Impact did that? The Spike title. Wait, no, now it's the Destination America title. Mm-hmm. No, wait, now it's the Access title.
Exactly. It's like, don't get me wrong, dude. I like it. The TNT title looks cool. It has a lineage. It has a this. It has a that. Retire the bitch and bring out the television championship. One of the best hardcore. One of the best television champions of all time is Arn Anderson. He's a multiple time television champion. Why not have him debut a new belt? Hey, you remind me of the TV champion back in my day, the toughest motherfucker there had to be, whatever. And if you like copying belts so much, I'm telling you, that fucking TV title from WCW was the shit. Was the shit. Like, I love mine. Don't get me wrong. This is NWA. We obviously can't copy this one because NWA does their shit. But WCW had I want to say like a smaller, similar shaped one that is completely recognizable. So go for something like that. But yeah, no, get rid of the TBS. I understand, sure, but again, have that bitch on TBS, not on TNT, not on Rampage. But get rid of this TNT title and just make it the television title. I'm telling you, life will be easier.
Makes no goddamn sense that Jade is always on TNT when she's a TBS champion, but she was finally on Dynamite this week, finally against Taya, even though they haven't addressed any of the build-up on Dynamite. It's all been on Rampage, and unless you watch Rampage, you won't know a damn thing about it.
Again, start to fill motherfuckers in. Come on.
So, like, you wouldn't have known without the announcer going, oh, well, Taya can't use the Road to Valhalla. Why? Well, they didn't explain that bit.
Nope, not even a fucking little bit. But if you watch Rampage, you would know that they have a fucking lawsuit out against her that says that if you fucking use it, that, you'll be disqualified and this whole whatever. So I was like, oh, shit. So she couldn't use her move. And eventually that led to her demise, and she got screwed over. But it's to be expected. Now it's going to be one of those things where they're going to build it towards the pay-per-view. And on top of that, you're really going to have Jade Cargill, 55-0 at the time before this win, with 55-0, lose on television,
right?
3-4 weeks before the pay-per-view. As much as I'm like, yeah, gotta get the belt off her so she can go for the AEW Women's Championship or whatever. I'm not doing it on regular TV. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that upsets you, but she can get to 60 wins now and lose.
Yeah,
no problem.
Not only lose on television, but on a television show she hasn't been on for like 2 months.
Bingo.
And it's going to be a sweet victory when Taya is able to use that finisher, because they basically they have the same finisher. That's what the beef is. That's the problem. Yeah. They just got different names for it.
One is the fucking Road to Valhalla, and I forgot what Jade's is.
Jaded?
Sure.
I want to say Jaded.
Sounds right.
That's the thing. She ain't on Dynamite. But Taya got screwed with a roll-up and the tights. Flipped out on the referees, and she almost hit the Road to Valhalla on Aubrey.
No.
Which I think would have been the first time somebody
physically
assaulted Aubrey.
Normally Aubrey is like, I'll get in your face, and she got manhandled for a second, and it was like, oh, no, not Aubrey. Kill anybody else but Aubrey. Don't do it.
Meanwhile, the E-Jones were like, yes, kill that referee who always makes a match about herself. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, it's called being entertained. Well, I mean, they get pissed off at her like the same way they get picked off at fucking Bryce.
Yeah.
The ref is supposed to help sell it, you idiots.
But remember that ref in NXT that was literally doing leapfrogs and everything while they were running the ropes? Nobody said shit.
Oh, yeah, see, this motherfucker on house shows would be fucking doing cartwheels into the pin like an asshole.
Yeah. But I'm with you. I'm fully expecting a rematch at Double or Nothing. We've got 4 weeks to get there, so plenty of time to build the rematch and get rid of that stupid lawsuit.
Yep.
Moving on to the 4 Pillars tournament, mini tournament. It was 2 weeks long.
Sure, it was a tournament.
So there's obviously some shenanigans going on between Sammy and MJF. MJF's using Sammy, but doesn't realize Sammy's using him.
I love this. Do you hear me?
It's a great dynamic.
They are disgustingly like, it's like, oh God. Because him and Jericho were like this at first. And it's like, they're trying to play it up. They're playing it up. They're taking that and they've somehow taken that fucking already cranked to 10 and gone to 12. I don't know how. You want to know how? It's them kissing each other. That's fucking how. And it's fucking stupid. And I can't help but laugh. And I mean, like, fucking belly laugh. Because he's just like, Oh, Sammy, my friend, you're gonna do so good. Oh, I got you a present. Oh, I got you a present. Big old hug, and they're like, it's the dumbest early '90s sitcom you've ever fucking seen in your life, and I love it. I love every goddamn second of it, and I hope this never ends. God damn, this is fun.
The great little detail was Sammy's new T-shirt, which is basically his reflection with the world title, but he's looking at it as a kid, and it says Destiny, Sammy Guevara. And MJF has not acknowledged that T-shirt yet because he kept driving up the point that check doesn't clear unless he lays down.
Mm-hmm. That's the fun part. The check don't clear.
And it's got to get to a point where Sammy's just like, I don't need your fucking money.
Oh, and that'll probably be at
I don't want the world title.
And it's going to be great. They are building stories within the story of the story, and this is long-term story building. This is the shit that people quote unquote say Vince McMahon is the fucking king of, and it's like, no, it's shit like this. It's shit like this. It is literally like, and I will explain it right here. When Darby lost and Jungle Boy tried to help him up, he was pissed off. No, fuck you. I don't want your goddamn help.
Yeah.
The second that announcement was made that it's going to be a tag match, he was like, you know what? Okay, yeah, we can do this shit. And they all of a sudden started to be okay with each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, hold on, wait a minute. So it's like, there's a story right there. Can they keep their cool during the tag match so they can make it to Double or Nothing? And then at Double or Nothing, does that team stay together to try to beat this team? And then, fucking best man who gets the pin? Is it every man for himself? Is Sammy going to turn? Is Sammy not going to turn? There's so many stories going into it. And then you take this 4 pillars match, which is probably going to end up being this 4 pillars match that, from the jump, the motherfuckers of it's 4 people that don't matter. Now, guess what? They matter. You give a shit. Everybody's invested.
These 4 have always mattered.
Oh,
that's why they're called the 4 pillars.
Thank you. They have always mattered. Thank you.
I mean, I can definitely see it getting to a point where it's just MJF and Sammy in the ring. They've cleared Darby and Jungle Boy out of the ring for whatever reason. Sammy goes to lay down. MJF goes to pin him. Sammy rolls him up. Almost gets a free.
That or like kicks out. Oh, no, it was instinct. It was instinct. I'm sorry. I'll do it again. We'll do it again. We'll do it. See, that would be funny. It's like, reflex.
Wouldn't it also be great if MJF was like, well, this check doesn't mean shit now. And then Jericho just like, motherfucker, I paid him.
Right?
Like, I got money too.
I got money too.
I got rockstar money.
He's got all the money. Goddamn Jericho.
And speaking of Jericho, of course, another JAS beat down on Adam Cole, baby, but this week saved by the very surprising debut of Roderick Strong. I didn't even know he was released.
I didn't know either. It was one of those fucking quiet ones where he had just, I guess, gone bye-bye, or maybe we had forgotten him when they had said he had been released, or his contract had expired, whatever. It was a hell of a, I was like, first off, who the fuck is this? Hell of a pop. Glad Roderick Strong's here. Bobby Fish is at home crying that he can't stay healthy. I want to be back. I thought it was going to be, I was kind of hoping it was going to be Kyle, but Kyle's hurt.
Yeah.
And I don't know when he's coming back, if he's coming back. I forgot I think Kyle fucked his knee.
Was it his knee or his? Oh, I thought it was his elbow or something.
Maybe his elbow.
Shit, have we not seen Roderick Strong in NXT since October?
Oh God, has it been
Halloween Havoc?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I was like, no, I really haven't thought of anyone anywhere really.
That was apparently his last appearance, and he just got released sometime between then and now.
Damn, and he just decided to work out, and get in great shape.
They didn't even wish him best of luck in his future endeavors.
Bastards. Well, they knew he was going to AEW, so they're like, yeah, fuck you. Go work with your wife.
In that case, they did him a favor because we didn't know he was released. We definitely didn't expect him to debut.
No. Huge pop.
Also, a huge pop for Killswitch Engage.
Factual.
Like, again, it was spoiled for me, but I didn't know what music he used. And then the graphic came up, and it's like, wait a minute, I know this song. That's Kill Switch. Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Now, yeah, we just need Kyle and Bobby to get back on the phone, and TK came. I was just joking when I tried to get him to go back to the NXT.
That's right. My bad. I'm sorry.
What are you doing now, Bobby?
I'm at home nursing my injury. Well, actually, no, he's boxing now.
All right. Impact didn't work out too well then.
No, I'm about to say him and Johnny Nitro, him and Jim Morrison, whatever the fuck you want to call him. He's fucking boxing too, and he got a fucking good win. He looks huge. Did you see him? He looks fucking huge. Like, bro,
Johnny Boxing Ring.
Johnny Boxing over here, bro. Like, what the fuck? Johnny Heavyweight. Shit.
Yeah, good for him. He looked great.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
So finally, main events, we got Takeshita and Omega against Andy Williams and The Blade. Throughout the match, Danielson's teasing, trying to recruit Takeshita to the BCC, which I think would be a crazy swerve because Takeshita doesn't really come across to me as a devious son of a bitch.
No, not at all. But he's talented as all holy fuck.
Oh, yeah. And
that's
like
all Brady Dry cares about.
I don't know much about him before AEW, but I don't know what his heel potential is like, if he has any.
I have no idea. Well, in all reality, if I'm not mistaken, he came from DDT, so I don't know if he has much heel shit, or I know he's got a lot of comedy, but I don't know about no heel shit.
Oh, there was some comedy here when he didn't know what to do. But he got the win. He's the one that made the pin. And then, of course, BCC made the jump on Omega. The Bucks made the save. But again, even then, Danielson is trying to recruit Takeshita, and that's what they're teasing.
Mm-hmm.
Until Takeshita didn't know what to do, and then he got his ass beat.
Oh, fuck yeah. He was just like, Dad, you're joining us. And he's like, I know my English is no very good. And bam, they beat his ass. And I'm like, oh, man, this fucking sucks. But I don't mean it in a negative way. I love Takeshita, but I kind of hope that they're using him to leeway into bringing in Coda.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm looking at him and Omega, and I'm like, you guys are like the Golden Brothers. What did I call them on during the little bit? Oh, the gold-plated brothers. I was like, that's what they remind. I said because they remind me a lot of Coda and Omega, and I'm like, hey, the gold-plated brothers. You know, it's not the Golden Lovers, but it's the gold-plated brothers. So it's like, all right, I like that. But we know he wants to come to AEW. We know he wants to do work with a lot of motherfuckers. We know he even wants to work Cat's WWE. So, I mean, he was talking about he wants to face Roman and Shinsuke, AJ, Finn. You know, obviously people that have been in Japan, but Roman was his number one for WWE, obviously. But it's like he wants to do AEW. So it's like this is a great time to get him in. You know, you can debut him at the pay-per-view. He shows up in San Diego, hopefully. You know, all this other fun stuff. I think when is the All-In pay-per-view? That's in August?
27th
of August, right?
End of August, yeah.
End of August. Okay, so perfect. So you've got plenty of time to get him familiarized with the people to build towards something in Japan. I'm sorry, pause, in Japan. In England, at Wembley. Fuck, you can even turn it, like, I kept saying, like, you needed to have Kenny in a singles. You could have Kenny and Coda in a single, and that can main event the show, or, fuck, like Kenny, Coda, Will for the fucking IWGP US title. I'm making matches all day long over here, Jack. But it's just, you get him in now, get him familiarized with the people, he will help sell out, even though it looks like it's already going to sell out, Wembley.
Yeah.
For all those that said they weren't going to do it, they're almost there.
Despite what the E-drones say.
Like, they love when y'all fucking tell them that they can't do it. They love it because they're going to turn around and they're going to do it.
And come August, I'm going to love going, what'd you say? Huh?
Can't hear you. There's 90,000
sell out a
motherfuckers.
90,000 stadium? No? Okay.
We sold out in this bitch.
Like we keep saying, 45,000 signups, they buy 2 tickets each, boom, sold out.
God, I cannot wait for the chance Oh, I cannot wait for the chance, bro. I'm telling you. Fucking, I got to fucking spin off and go on a thing real quick. So I've been watching Ted Lasso. I don't know if you know anything about this show, Ted Lasso.
I'm aware of it.
Ted Lasso is a show on Apple TV, which, by the way, I had to get it just to watch it. I got caught up so fast. I'm already on the new episodes that come out weekly, and I'm like, damn it! Now I have to fucking wait patiently like everybody else. It's the worst. But the idea of it is he's a college football coach that was hired to a Premier League, a fake Premier Team league, obviously. The whole idea is the owner's wife got cheated on, and she wants him to just fucking, oh, well, you don't know shit about football, so you're gonna destroy, you're gonna ruin my team. We're gonna be relegated. It's gonna go to shit, and that's gonna piss off my ex. Problem is, everybody starts to love this guy because he's like Ned Flanders on crack. And I kid you not, dude. He is awesome. And then it's just this whole fucking thing. But the whole great part about it is hearing the fans during the show, like during like when they're like actually filming like soccer events, these fucking chants. It's like one of the players they have, he ends up becoming a coach. His name is Roy Kent. They have this whole chant. He's here. He's there. He's every fucking where. Roy Kent. It's Roy Kent. I'm like, see, that's what I'm fucking talking about, bro. Imagine fucking some kick-ass shit like that in fucking 90,000 motherfuckers, bro, at Wembley. Like nobody, like you could, I'm sure they can make up a chant about fucking Okada, about Omega. Like they can make up chants about anything. I mean, any fucking thing. Fucking, there was another fucking, I got to do this one too. There's another one. There's a fucking player named Jamie Tart. So their whole fucking song with him every time he scored was Baby Shark. Jamie Tart, Jamie Tart. And I was like, dude, this is what I'm talking about.
That's exactly what it's like.
These motherfuckers have fun doing everything. So I'm like, this is going to be awesome, dude. It's going to. And then again, it's sold out already. Come on. Or going to be. Come on.
So our star player right now is Paul Mullen. If you've seen Welcome to Wrexham, he's all over it. Mm-hmm. His chant is to the tune of Achy Breaky Heart.
Oh,
and it's like he plays in red and white. He's fucking dynamite.
Oh, you see what I mean? Didn't you guys just win the Champion League?
We won the National Leagues.
There you go.
We after 15 years, we finally get promoted to League 2.
There we go. Moving up in the world, baby.
Which is exactly what Rob and Ryan wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much, Hollywood money.
Right? Television. Good money coming in. Help me out.
But the craziest thing was, it was on Saturday. We all woke up Saturday morning to just all over Facebook, Paul Rudd's in the pub.
Oh, what? No way.
And there's just pictures of Paul Rudd just in the crowd, in the pub, drinking pints with random people. And
nobody recognized him.
Oh, everybody recognized him, but he just showed up. He was just there.
I'm telling you, bro. Like I'm sure any pub is just fucking hopping during the season, bro. Hopping.
Well, that pub is like connected to the stadium.
Oh, so
and it's open every single day apart from Christmas Day, except for Sunday. I think they closed for the first time in 15 years because they were literally dry.
Well, yeah, but
there was nothing left.
You kidding me, dude? What, you guys celebrate big for championships. Big.
Yeah, we do. I'm pretty sure the whole town was actually drunk dry.
Hey, that's all right, baby.
But
let it roll.
I'm actually very proud of the people because, from what I understand, there was no trouble.
Because they were having a good time.
Everybody was happy.
There we go.
All right. That's AEW and football for you. Moving on to this week's Geek of the Week.
Pencil neck geek, grit-eating freak, scum-sucking peahead with a lousy physique. He's a one-man, no-cut, losing streak. Nothing but a pencil neck geek.
Pencil neck geek.
So let's make this funky. Let's keep this happy. Geek of the Week this week. Plain and simple. Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. So for those who don't know, Joe Rogan had Ric Flair on his podcast, and I'm an avid listener of Joe Rogan.
This is already a disaster.
Oh, trust me, it's gonna get bad. And normally Joe Rogan, he is very, and I hate to give him his fun little label, but it helps to tell the truth. He is very alpha brain, just like his fucking medicine. He's very, the men should do this and men should do that and da 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 da. And well, they got into this whole conversation talking about Vince McMahon and how he's like the greatest booker there ever was. And obviously we know Ric Flair is going to kiss his ass because that's just Ric Flair. And Ric Flair is always, always, always going to do it. And there's no other way around it. But when Joe Rogan, who doesn't know fucking Vince McMahon from a fucking goddamn fly on the wall, at least to our knowledge, and has never given him a championship, never gave him a push, never did anything for him, again, as far as we know, is praising the shit out of him. And, they start bringing up the scandals, and he's like, the thing that blew me away was Joe's exact words was, well, what do you expect? He's an 80-year-old savage. Oh, what do you think? Do you think he fucks? Of course he fucks. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. That's not what any of this is about. If now you tell me Vince McMahon is out here getting it in, oh, he's got a fucking slew of ladies, or, he got hit with sex scandals because, oh, well, he was cheating on this broad with this broad with this broad with, yeah, hell yeah, that's fucking Godfather Mac Daddy McMahon right there. You know what I mean? But it's different. He had people who was working for him who he decided, cool, you're good enough looking for me to fuck. But are you good enough to keep your mouth shut? And if you're not, here's some money. Oh, by the way, you're fired. So as long as just because he is an 80-year-old savage who's jacked, he can fuck and fire anyone he wants. But because he's an 80-year-old muscular savage, where the fuck is the logic in that shit? Where's the logic in that shit? Again, if you're telling me this almost 80-year-old motherfucker is on the prowl and he got like 5 bitches pregnant, whatever. That's Mac Daddy McMahon. But that's not what this is. He paid off motherfuckers so they don't sue him, but then they ended up suing him because this shit is ridiculous. So again, it's apples and oranges, Playboy. Apples and oranges. You took all the negativity around the situation and you made him look like a pimp. That is geek-worthy shit if I've ever seen it. And normally, Big Dog, I am all about your stuff, but when the crown fits, homeboy, when the crown fits.
This does not surprise me.
Oh, man.
I think that's the first time offender this year, but he's definitely been a geek before.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think he was the first week's geek for Power Slap.
Yep, he was actually.
Dumbass.
So yeah, it's
We also have a repeat offender for this week's Best of the Week.
Come on.
Not an offender though. He did good. Again. Great. We said on this episode, we've been saying it for weeks, he's been killing it and killing it and killing it. He's put the international title on the map. He's just having great matches every single week. And hopefully shutting people up who just see him as a comedy act, because he's a lot more than that, especially in recent weeks. Best of the Week once again goes to Mr. Orange Cassidy.
That's right. Because this week, he gonna try.
No 60-second promo for y'all this week because I got it. We'll see what we can do next week. But thank you for spending your Thursday with us. Before we go anywhere, here's what Moses has for you Pencil Neck Geeks this week on the A to B of Retro Rewind.
Right, so Retro coming back solo version. It's going to be hitting back, probably coming up next week. And the reason why next week is because a lot of stuff is going to try to come back next week solo for Retro, and because I have the itch. So we're going to see. Kicking it with the TSK is officially on hold. The boys are dying for something. We are literally waiting for an opportunity to get together all at one time to do some stuff. That is it. It is not going away. It's just when the time hits, TSK is going to be your special events kind of bullshit. So we'll see how that goes. We still did really want to build the Wembley card as an overall like forbidden door open, you know what I mean, craziness to try to build it. Obviously, it's going to sell out regardless now at this point, but we wanted to build that. But I was talking about return. So not only is Retro returning, but again, I was talking about the bug that returned, and that bug is talking football. As much as I'm actually considering looking more into fucking actual football on your side of the game, because it's gotten way more. Blame goddamn Ted Lasso. It's gotten way more interesting for me. Plus, got to prepare for coach and as the little one goes on to his next season. But no, Chargers talk has to come back. So Bolt Rant's going to make, I'm hoping, longer than an episode. We'll see how it goes. And the reason is starting today through the weekend, the NFL draft is going down. All 7 rounds of the NFL draft is happening. Chargers have 7 picks. We'll see how that goes. We'll see if they go big firepower in the wide receiver range, if they roll running back. Who knows? Who cares? All we know is you can find out all this fun stuff and more by following the socials. So check out Max Wrestling on it was Max Wrestling UK at the Evil Twitter Machine, Captain 512, and at SMR Podnet. All the fun stuff will be updated on that. Of course, check out the website, maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com. And do not forget to hit that subscribe, that follow button on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and of course, right here on YouTube and all the other socials. We're gaining followers and we appreciate you. We're getting closer to 400, but 1,000 is the goal. So keep on working with it. Make sure to share with your friends and post some clips if you get down with the show like that.
Damn right. And also, don't forget, you can get both of our endless content on KTN Click Talk Network. Go to ktnetwork.weebly.com. And with that said, join us next week for Backlash predictions.
God damn it.
Ooh, predictions. It's WWE. Ah, shit.
Exactly.
Who is the current predictions champion?
That's a great question. I was just going to ask.
We have so many at one time. Sometimes it's hard to keep track.
I believe the record is like 8
at one time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So currently the predictions champions are Chris Durham, AJ Sparks, Beer, Brian Fury in his first reign, nice. Chad Malcolm, and Michael Cook. Chris Durham is looking to tie. Has he tied or is he looking to tie? He's looking to tie Travis and Ryan Taylor with 5 consecutive wins at Backlash.
Ooh, come on with it.
Let's go, Moneymaker. He's been champion now for 113 days.
By the way, speaking of predictions, championships, and all that fun stuff, you guys can get in on the action too. All you got to do is follow Max Wrestling UK on Facebook and get inside the prediction section. That's it.
Yeah, post goes up simple. The morning of every pay-per-view.
We try to do live ticker to make sure you can keep track of who's winning, who's losing. But get in there and go have some fun. Go have some fun.
Yeah, I'm right. You've been watching the Cap and Mo. Goodbye. Mwah. And good night. Bang.
Yeah, I'm hacking your shit as we speak, Master.